What is going on, people? Back at it again with another keyboard review, and this time we will take a look at Royal Kludge's newest release in the market today. I've been using Royal Kludge products ever since. I think they're a great place to start for beginners. I have tried their RK84, my very first Royal Kludge keyboard back in 2022. I've also tried their RK61, both of which were really good keyboards at that time. As cliche as this may sound, but this is a banger keyboard for both productivity and gaming. Ladies and gents, meet Royal Kludge L75. Let's get into it. I just want to say that Royal Kludge has a good branding, keeping the look of the box throughout the years, because every time I see this black and orange color on the shelves in my local tech stores, I just know already that they are Royal Kludge products. Okay, so this keyboard has a 75% exploded ANSI layout with a knob, macro keys which are highly appreciated, and this seemingly simple Royal Kludge logo, but it is actually touch sensitive. We'll talk more in this later. This keyboard is priced around $90 or 5,300 Philippine peso. This keyboard is the olive colorway, which is just fantastic. The earth tones and everything, but you can choose from 3 different colorways in Royal Kludge's official website. The base color is kind of like a vanilla off-white that has a little tint of green. It complements the earth tones and blends it all together in this really good looking keyboard. And on this blocker are the LED indicators telling you if the caps lock is on, the Windows lock, and the battery status. The knob is located on the top right hand part, which is kind of unconventional from what we see on other keyboards. I think it's a playful move, and I also think Royal Kludge is deviating from the norms, and that's also what makes them a great brand. It is also very sturdy, great balance, and premium feeling tactile bumps. It is made from an aluminum/plastic that has this gunmetal color and white plastic on the middle. We also have these 5 macro keys on the left hand part, which is fully customizable, but on default, M1 is Control Z or undo, M2 is Control X or cut, M3 Control C or copy, and M4 Control V or paste. The M5 is Control A or select all. These are really helpful for my creative peeps out there. Editing with these macros is really good, and the workflow will be much faster. You can assign macros, set shortcuts, and change layers, but I have to be honest, it does take a little getting used to because the left end of the keyboard is my reference for the locations of the Control, Windows, and Alt keys. Using this for the first time, you might accidentally hit those macros, but I promise you'll get used to it. And the touch sensitive part I was talking about earlier, it may seem like a normal Royal Kludge logo, but you can actually touch it and it will launch something. By default, it launches the Royal Kludge official website, but I kind of tweaked it to open the Windows Explorer, but still, this is crazy. Well, obviously, you can tweak this to whatever you want on the Royal Kludge online or the downloaded software. I kind of prefer the online. This is an ABS keyboard with a snap-on design. It does feel really solid, and since it is a snap-on design, Royal Kludge provided a prying tool in the box if you ever want to open it and mod it yourself, which is pretty generous. I wish all keyboard brand does that if the keyboard has a snap-on design. The side profile also feels very modern. It has a 2-layer design. The top part is the off-white and the bottom one is the brown. And we also have this separated part right here that is held with hex screws that connects to the bottom base. The edges are really curvy, and we also have this 2-layer design. The first layer is the one surrounding the keycaps, and the second one is beveled that goes around the keyboard. This keyboard also has a great amount of underglow, really bright and smooth. It has a total of 16 backlight colors and a lot of colors to choose from. You can change the effect using the function button and the pipe button, and changing the color, function button, and comma button. On the back, we have this metal plate that has the RK logo and the keyboard name alongside the serial numbers. It is also enclosed in this olive green plastic frame. We also have 2 levels of flip stand and some rubber feet on the corners. For the ports, we have them on the top left hand side part, also enclosed in this olive green frame, you have the USB-C port for charging and wired mode. A USB-A pass-through, you can connect dongles here if you're running out of ports on your PC, and the power switch that also acts as a connectivity switch. And on the other side is the magnetic dongle holder. We also have 3 colors for the keycaps. We have the brown on the off-white, the off-white on browns, and the off-white on olive greens. These are double shot PBT chair profile keycaps that feels really great. They have a nice feel to them. They also have sub-legends for the second layer on some keys on the front side. Already mounted are the Royal Kludge beige tactile switches that are 5-pin switches. They sound absolutely incredible. They are very clacky. Bottoming and the release both sound satisfying, and I have no complaints about it. I can't find the materials for these switches, but they do have a pre-travel of 2.5mm and a total travel of 3.4mm. Actuation force of 40 grams, bottoming out at 50 grams. They are mounted on a 3-pin to 5-pin hot swappable sockets with south-facing RGB LEDs. And here is what this keyboard sounds like. Opening this board, you have to unscrew the hex screws on the top olive green part because that essentially holds the top and bottom frame together. Remember to disconnect the knob module from the PCB because it is screwed directly to the top frame. Be very careful because this keyboard uses ribbon connectors and these are extremely thin. Okay, so this is the top frame. Despite it being ABS, there are no visible flaws on the surface. Once again, the knob module is screwed directly on the top frame. The plate and the PCB is held together with screws on the back. Okay, here's the polycarbonate plate, 1.2mm thickness, and it also has small flex cuts. Underneath are sound dampeners including a Perron plate foam, IXP, and PET pad. Here we have the 1.1mm PCB that has no flex cuts. The gasket mounting design is also on the PCB that uses these gasket socks that wraps around the mounts, preventing them from falling off. Underneath is the base. We have this generic base foam and the silicone base pad that takes up the entirety of the base. The silicone pad also contributes to the overall sound of this keyboard. Here we have the daughter board that is screwed to the base, and right beside that is two 4000 mAh batteries that make up to 8000 mAh that lasts up to a staggering 700 hours with the RGB light turned off and 60 hours with the light turned on. This is a great keyboard and is very beginner friendly. Personally, I don't think that this keyboard needs opening because everything inside already looks great. The premium dampeners that improves the overall acoustics, but if you want to put Tempest mod or tape mod, you're welcome to do so. And with the equipped 8000 mAh battery, this keyboard can go weeks without charging, and that also makes it a worthy keyboard for people looking out to buy their first one. This keyboard is also great for productivity because of the macro keys that you can customize using Royal Kludge's Cloud Driver or the downloaded one, and also the really cool touch sensitive pad that can also be customized to your liking. The sound is also very satisfying. It is very clacky and poppy, and the gasket experience is just overall fulfilling. The cushioning makes the typing really comfortable thanks to the gasket mounting solution that this keyboard has. I can recommend this keyboard to beginners trying to find a decent ABS keyboard with a knob to start with, and also for people doing productivity like editing videos and photos. The macro keys are a treat. That's it for this review. Let me know in the comments down below on what you think about this keyboard, and subscribe to see more contents or reviews like this. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.